Elegance. Not elegance. Elegance. Not elegance. Elegance. Not elegance.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I sit in my bed or on my couch and I talk about whatever that I want to talk about, because that's what we do on this channel. Okay, firstly, I just want to say I thank everybody who has continuously supported my channel. Thank you. Those who continues to watch my videos through all the changes, thank you. Thank you for those also who has donated. Thank you. I am grateful. I express my heartful, my gratitude, and all that. I'm so grateful. Thank you. I wouldn't be Bantu Woman on YouTube without you guys. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Maybe all have more money, more sunshines and rainbows and okay, all that. Yes. Yes. So let's just dive into the video. So this woman talks about black hair. You've never been born with black hair, but you feel the need to advise people on their hair. Unfortunately, it's inside a book, but you feel the need to advise me. You claim that black women have been requesting you to do videos of our hair. You listen to them, but whenever we correct you, you don't listen to us. I am beginning to suspect the genuinity in your statement. I don't think in my life I can go to a white woman and tell them and ask them to do a video about what is elegant about my hair, and ask a white woman, how would you know? Like, let's think about it. How would you genuinely know? It's weird to me when I think about it, sincerely, because it goes back to colonization. When you came here, your ancestors came here in Africa, started to tell us about our skin tones, about our bodies, about our hair, about our features, the way we live our lives, the way that we govern ourselves is improper. Meanwhile, deep down, you envy the way that we live. Help me understand that. Help me understand that. Like, wherever there is an association, an association, us being associated to you brings the most kind of downfall. You know, just about yesterday I went to do my grocery, right? It's month end and everybody is rushing. Like, the shops are full. Everybody is doing their own thing, going about their day. Yeah. Like looking and like buying and all of those stuff. People are just being in a rush to just go home, basically. Yeah? And it's full at the meat station. So there is this white lady. I think the story lives in my memory because I could not believe what my ears heard. This black guy accidentally steps on this white lady, and this white lady turns and says, "Jy stamp me, Joka verkont." And then he says to the man next to him, who is a white man, a burki, that die swart poes, jou swart poes, die swart poes, basically. Let's just say that whatever he said was an insult, and I could not get my eyes off them. And I'm reminded by this story, watching this lady, the audacity of this lady is the audacity of this woman. Two different completely stories, but the audacity is the same. I looked at her with a piercing eye, because the guy, I don't think he heard the language, because I'm thinking this man just ignored and continued doing whatever he was doing. And I looked at him, I looked at her, and I'm gonna leave it at that and stitch the rest of the videos, because this video has went on too long, but we're gonna stitch the rest of the video.
This is exactly what I'm talking about, the delusion that comes from like non-Americans talking about racism in America, because where do you think Americans learned racism from? Who do you think invented racism? Who do you think invented the concept of race and whiteness?
Okay. I try really hard not to make this page a place for my reads, but she's earned it. There's a lesson in here, and I'm going to teach it. I will never understand how white women continuously insert themselves on the greatness that is Black women, especially since you can do only two things with your hair. Put it up and down. Meanwhile, our shit's magical over here. We do the things with our hair. I can do the things with this hair. I can mold my shit like Play-Doh. Trying to compete where you never could compare. We already know that we're magic, okay? When did you decide that you're the barometer for elegance? We're not overreacting, we're just letting you know how wrong you are. And it gets worse. I think she needs a reality check. How about you?
If I'm not mistaken, that was a white woman, right? A white woman telling a Black woman which of our hairstyles are elegant and not elegant. When y'all, you know what? Shut up.
This is why we talk about white people not being allowed to wear black hairstyles. Number one, it's not made for your hair. Number two, you all police black hair and tell us that it's unkempt and dirty and not elegant, just to steal those hairstyles for yourself.
What fucking highway are you driving down that you think this is your lane? I need some of y'all to go get your girl. No.
Can Black people just have one day where y'all leave us the hell alone? For real, like, can we just have 24 hours where we're allowed to just exist without having to deal with some ignorant bullshit from y'all? And of course you turn the comments off, because that's what y'all do. Accountability? Pfft, no way. Y'all don't even know what that word means. This is exactly why sometimes it really feels like we ain't never gonna be free.
I'm gonna try this again, since my first stitch was reported for abusive behavior when I didn't even say anything in the video. But it's funny how me responding to a white woman saying that black hair is not elegant is abusive, but not the white woman telling Black women that their hair is not elegant. Interesting.
I'm gonna say this, because I read in the comments that you said that someone asked you to include black hair. Number one, we typically, naturally, as Black women, we typically do not go outside of our community asking about our hair and what you think of it. Because number one, we already know how you feel a lot of times, and when I say you, society in general, because our hair is not the standard of beauty. We are still fighting, i.e. the Crown Act, to not be discriminated against with our hair in the workplace, professional settings. So I'm gonna call BS on that one. Number two, even if somebody did ask you, a Black woman did ask you to include black hair, Why would you not include her in the video and send her the video and say, hey, do you think this be okay? Would this be insensitive? Or do you think that I shouldn't have done this or I shouldn't have done that? Or have her do the video. Have her come across your page and say, okay, this may be a cute style for this, and this may be a cute style for that. But you don't get to determine what's elegant and not elegant for us. If I want to go to a ball with a full-on afro in my head, that's elegant for me. Why are we always coming up in conversations when we should be coming up in conversations? How we wear our hair, how we choose to dress, how we choose to express ourselves. Why is that always on the chopping block? And this is coming from somebody who's been doing hair for 20 years, and I also coach hairstylists how to be successful behind the chair, okay? I don't get this. This video was not it, and the conversation should have been had. We are still in 2023. We can't just be. And don't tell me that I'm taking this too serious, because I'm not. If you're not a black woman who's been discriminated against because of her hair, or told her hair was nappy, or told that she, like, it's just a whole lot of stuff. This was not a good look, not a good take. Whoever that woman was that told you that, which I'm still just like, that is giving no. It's giving no. Because like I said before, we don't go to non-black spaces and ask, is this okay? Oh, can you give me your opinion on this when it comes to our hair? No. Never in the history of black women, have we? No, ma'am.
Obviously, the black girls are eating her for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but I am making this so it reaches more non-black people. I think it's so important to understand that what we consider feminine or elegant or rich looking is firmly entrenched in white supremacy. Like, I'm not sure whether she's a person of color or not, but that doesn't change the fact that this is very anti-black. Like, something that's really common when it comes to white supremacy and aesthetics is that people try to confer themselves authority over other people using formal or informal qualifications. Like, in her bio, she says she graduated from a finishing school and now she's an etiquette coach, but neither of those things mean she's an expert or authority in black hair. She's also very into the idea of old money, when in reality, most old money either comes from the transatlantic slave trade, colonialism, or some mixture of both.
I'm torn. I don't know what's braver, your tone-deaf opinions or cosplaying a fictional character that represents an unreliable cell phone.
Now, of all the things that this neglected naked mole rat could have talked about, she chose this. And you should know something's a bad idea when you have to cut the comment section completely the fuck off. And you wonder why we need things like the Crown Act. Because you have a certain sect of pasty pale patties trying to dictate the elegance, the professionalism, the standard for hair that they don't even have. But people will argue me down in certain comment sections that it's just hair.
I would like you to do two things in this order as a white woman. I would like you to take this video down because it is so fucking out of pocket and gross. And then I want you to go on Netflix and watch the documentary Good Hair. In this country especially, there is a very long, very painful history of discrimination against Black people specifically because of their hair. And this disproportionately impacts women of color. Stay in your fucking lane.
Not your business, not your place, not for you to say whether or not our hair is elegant or not. Especially when you got that old rundown, beat down ass ponytail. Girl, get.
Thank you. I'm not understanding why you be in our business. Like, if I want to wear my hair a certain way, I'm going to do that. It ain't got shit to do with you. The hair that comes naturally out of my head and I decide to do a style on it, it has shit to do with you. That's it. Let that shit go. Y'all are obsessed and it's disgusting and it's sad. Worry about your own hair. Worry about your own lips. Worry about your own ass. The fuck?
You missed the whole entire comment statement there. They just basically said, don't talk about Black women's hair or Black people's hair in general. And you ended up making this whole situation even worse than what it already was. You said, I'm not a racist, I've never been racist. Have you tried not being so traumatized and overreactive? Dude, you are so ignorant and out of tune with what's going on in society, the whole world. And then in another comment, you're like, oh, I'm European, so I understand why Americans are reacting like this. Dude, the racism, the systemic racism that we have in America, they are your ancestors. They are your people that came over here and killed the native indigenous people of the Americas. Let's not forget South America too. The only difference is you're not sleeping with your cousin, uncle.
So, this comment reads, I won't include any women of color in my content again. And if they ask why, I'll refer them to your comments. My comment being, don't you ever speak on Black women's hair ever again. Meaning that homegirl wants to not be accountable for herself and then tell Black women, I'm the reason she's not making videos with them in them anymore. Not because she made a video where her intent was just to show what was elegant and what was not elegant, but her impact was racism. So instead of telling Black women and women of color that you made a mistake that you weren't willing to be accountable for, you instead just going to refer them to my comments. Okay.
If you enjoyed today's video, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your donations. All of you have been donating. I'm so grateful, and I'll see you in my next episode.